What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys the top 5 gaming mice for 2021. As of recently, I feel like the keyboard hobby has just been a little bit dry, and I've been getting into a little bit of the recent mice that have been releasing. So on this list, I did include some recent stuff that just released that I'm actually pretty excited to get my hands on myself, but I really wanted to get this video out before I actually received any of them, just so you guys have a general idea. As of like, the date is May 29th, so as of today, this is basically just the most updated list on what are some of the best gaming mice out there right now. A lot of these are lightweight options as well, which is my personal favorite. Also, very recently, I just released a top 5 keyboards list. I'll toss a card up if you guys want to check out that video. It will also be in the description if you guys want to click there. And then I will also have a top 5 mouse pads list up very soon on the channel as well. So make sure you guys are subscribed, if you guys like this video, and then also you guys have notifications on so you guys do know when that video does go live right away. And without further ado, let's go ahead and just jump into today's video. Alright, so first thing I want to say before we even get into any of these really quick is that I will not be including any of the glorious mice, and I would assume that you guys are probably familiar with that mouse already. Honestly, it's midway through 2021 and the glorious mice just aren't really the best option anymore. Like, I would have said like right away when they released, they were maybe an alright budget option. Honestly, as of now, I'm not going to put it on this list. I would recommend you guys go with something just more sturdier and like just something with like a better quality control. For me, I got my glorious model D, and although I like it and I like the ergonomic shape and everything like that, I do have a lot of problems with my glorious model D, just mainly in like just the quality of it. Out of box, it was creaking a lot, and although it is kind of sturdy, it just makes a lot of creaking noises, and like it's just really annoying when I get like a product out of box that has like issues like that. And let's go ahead and just jump into the first kind of mouse that I wanted to talk about. And honestly, for me, this was definitely the glorious model O and glorious model D killer for me, and this mouse is the HyperX Pulsefire Haste, and this one in specific is really nice because it is also only $50 on Amazon. If we're comparing weight, this one also does come in at 59 grams, which is pretty crazy because the Model O is about 60 grams, so they're very comparable, and this one's actually a little bit lighter, so that's also a big plus. The Pulsefire Haste also has a symmetrical design, much like the Model O. Personally, I do like more of an ergonomic mouse, hence my glorious Model D. For a lot of you guys, you know, this is going to be perfect, and this is kind of what a lot of just mice are these days. And to add onto it, this mouse also does come with free grip tape, which also does not come with glorious mice either, so that's definitely another plus in my opinion. I will have a link to this mouse in the description if you guys do want to check it out, and I will have a link to all of the rest of them that I will talk about in this video also linked in the description if you guys do want to check out the current price or you guys want to pick it up for yourself. Getting into the next mouse, this is one that you guys have already seen. I'm not going to spend a lot of time covering it either. This is the Razer Viper Mini. This mouse is literally $30 on Amazon, and it comes in at 57 grams. So like, honestly, like, I just don't see another option if you guys are on an extremely tight budget and you guys are rocking something old. For $30 is an absolute steal, and the only reason I don't have it is because I have pretty large hands, I'd say, and the Viper Mini is just way too small for my hands, and I just don't like the comfortability of it like in my actual hands, so I did return it when I did have it. But great mouse. A lot of people vouch on that mouse in my comment section all the time, so I will always include that in any budget mouse list ever. Anyway, it's a small mouse, ambidextrous shape, so it doesn't have like an ergonomic like bump at all on like the left or right side. Very simple, honestly a great choice. But let's go ahead and hop into the next mouse. This one is the Razer Orochi B2, and this is the only mouse on this list that I actually just ordered because I'm really excited for this one. I'll have a link to a really good video in the description for a review if you guys do want to check it out. But Razer just released this wireless little mouse, and when I say little, I definitely mean little. This thing really reminds me of something like the Logitech G203, but this mouse definitely beats the G203 in pretty much everything, including the shape. I do think it is a little bit better, although it is a little bit smaller than the G203. Everything about the mouse is just objectively better than the G203. While this is the most expensive mouse on the list, coming in at $70, I think $70 for a full wireless, like brand new released mouse is actually a really good deal, and Razer has included some pretty good switches in this mouse as well. While I can't test it in hand, I will have a full review out probably within the next week or two on this mouse. I'm really excited for it. You can get custom shells for this mouse as well, so I just really hyped to use it, and it also does come in at around 65 grams with a AAA battery, and it does kind of justify the really small shape in my opinion. I believe it comes in at around 71 grams with a AA battery, which does extend the life, of course, like of the battery. So for me, this mouse is definitely a no-brainer. This is definitely one of the cheapest wireless mice that you guys can find on the market. Getting into the next mouse, this is also a very recently released mouse from SteelSeries. It's called the SteelSeries Prime, but they have a wired version. They also have a wireless version, but we're just gonna talk about the wired one because it does come in at $60, but it is SteelSeries' new line of mice, and I really like this one because this is a huge like contender for the Glorious Model D space. I really like the Glorious Model D shape because of that large kind of ergonomic feel, and I feel like SteelSeries is giving us a really good, you know, better quality mouse, and they definitely, you know, justifies that $10 increase because the Glorious Model D is about $50 and this one is $60. But I'd say, you know, again, that $10 increase is definitely 100% worth it. This one I'm really definitely contemplating getting. If you guys like ergonomic mice, I think this one is definitely a must cop for you guys. And if you guys also want to go for a wireless version, you know, obviously I'm not going to have it on the list, but I will leave it in the description because it is about like $130 or $140. It's some insane price, but it is wireless, you know, so I guess that it justifies the price. Again, that's kind of why I think the Razer Orochi V2 is such a good mouse. But yeah, again, the SteelSeries Prime, $60, pretty good deal. Also weighs about 68 grams, so it's not a honeycomb, you know, shell, but it is also pretty lightweight as well. So honestly, that might have to be the next mouse that I do end up getting. But getting into the last one, this is also one that is recently on sale that I wanted to include. This is the Rocab Burst Pro. This one is on sale for $44 right now, so if you guys are looking for one under $50, this is definitely a steal. I think it's normally about $60, so I'll leave a link in the description again if you guys do want to check that out right away. Definitely has a pretty like aggressive shape to it, kind of like a weird ergonomic version, but not sort of like the ergonomic of the Glorious Model D. It's a little bit different. Definitely recommend you guys watch a review before you guys buy that one, just because it is kind of like a weird shape. But for $44, honestly, it's a crazy steal in my opinion. And I think that's gonna wrap up today's video. If you guys like this video, again, I would appreciate it if you guys could hit a like on this video and also subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here. I appreciate you guys so much for watching all the way till the end. I will catch you guys in the next video on the channel. Peace.